Time when I was sitting in many such, in a very similar forum on that side of the stage. And so, just to give you some background about myself, so I am a small town boy. Grew up in the city called Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Studied there, and then went to Kota for IIT preparations, and then joined IIT Roorkee. Spent 4 years studying computer science there, and made good friends. Then came to Bangalore through a campus placement in Oracle. Oracle is, as you know, is a large, giant multinational company building databases and enterprise software. And when I was in Bangalore, got in touch with my friend from Roorkee, Sumit Jain, who also happens to be a small town person. He comes from this small city called Khatoi in the Meerut district in UP. And then my high school friend Vikas, who is from Surat. So we have the background of many people like you. So for you to start a company, you don't really have to come from a business family. In fact, my parents, my mom is a law graduate and a housewife, and my father is a crack the distribution. Then you have a sort of a predictable way to get more and more customers, and then is when you should hit the scale button. If you try to scale little too early, then essentially what happens is you waste a lot of energy in just figuring out stuff. So scaling is different from figuring out. Till the time you're figuring out a particular, till the time you're figuring out an important aspect of your business, you should never scale. So this is a common mistake that people do. They, the moment they find, they come up with like a product market fit, they start advertising, and advertising also without giving too much thought in how to target that. So for us in our journey, when we started scaling, it was very important to first of all define who we are. Scaling means attracting more people and more customers to your product and your company. Before you do that, you really need to define the DNA of what your company is. So as founders, we sat together and decided what kind of a company do we want to build. We want to build a company. Is it going to be people heavy company, or is it going to be innovation heavy company? Is it going to be a tech heavy company, or is it going to be process heavy company? So these are some DNA level questions that you really need to figure out as founders. You also need to figure out what is the culture that you want to have in the company. Is it going to be a hierarchy driven culture? Is it going to be a flat culture? Do you want to have people who respect authority, or people who feel openness in expressing who they are? Before you scale, you really need to address and understand all these things and use what you have arrived at in this deliberation in attracting people. So if you decide that you want to have a culture of openness where people can freely speak their mind, then definitely you don't have to attract people who have come from a background where there's undue respect given to authority, or there's a lot of political influence, or people who come from companies where there's a lot of politics. So before you scale, you really need to give importance to the DNA of your company and the culture that you want to build in the company.
Hello sir, my name is Manshu Khandelwal. I want to know, for any startup, how important it is for to have a techie guy in your co-founding team?
So if you want to build a tech company, you have to have a tech co-founder, because if you're not investing in engineering, then you are in a time box. Engineering is the key to the future of your company, because the only thing that is evolving at a very fast pace is technology. So with the advancement in technologies, traditional ways of doing things are getting outdated. So even you take any business, whatever is your business operation, that same operation will have a very new, a transformed way of getting done in 5 years. Right? So if you're not having somebody who is deeply thinking about your business from a technology lens, you will not have a competitive edge. So if you want to build a technology company, if you're opening up a restaurant, definitely you don't need a tech co-founder. Right? But if you think that your whatever is your business if technology is an edge, which could be an edge in every business, for that matter. In fact, even a restaurant can have technology as its edge. So I would highly recommend that you have a technical co-founder.
Yes, sir. My question is so you said you are having a listing-based website, so people could come, they could see the phone number of that property dealer, and they would be calling them next. So how are you tracking those leads? Like how are you tracking that this person has called in, so I should contact him for providing him a lead for some commission or anything kind of thing?
So it's a technical question. So we are using virtual numbers for that.
Okay.
We are definitely using virtual number is one of the
What kind of virtual numbers for that?
what kind of virtual numbers? So there are service providers who can give you numbers which you can mask on actual numbers. So it could be a number. So my number could be hidden, and there is a number which is exposed for every transaction. So if 10 people want to see my number, there would be 10 virtual numbers, or there could be a virtual number. So actually my contact doesn't go out, and a call which is made on that virtual number can be monitored, tracked, as well as recorded.
So are you telling me that like the number mentioned on the website was a virtual number? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you make sure to avoid that? Like if it's a listing-based website, and I am myself working on a listing-based website on some other different category. But the problem is like if you work on a data research and everything to collect those data, how do you protect it from like being leaked out? Like some other person can open a new website and copy the same data on that website.
Yeah,
How do you avoid that?
Absolutely, it's a very big problem.
Yeah.
So we have invested a lot of
So there's a lot of investment, time, money.
So there is a product called Cloudflare.
Yeah, it's for the CDN and all.
Cloudflare.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. So you can use that for small startups. The amount of engineering.
Like in what way do I use it?
I'm sorry?
How do I use it to protect that data leakage?
You can go to cloudflare.com. There is a very
So are you
easy-
saying that I should just store my data there before publishing it?
No. So you have to store your data in database.
Okay.
From that database, it comes on your website or a mobile app.
Yeah.
Now your question, I am assuming, is that you want to protect your data from your
Yeah,
competition.
like you have your listing on your website. I just go to your website, I make an Excel sheet and copy the data there. And then I
So you
get
can,
it on
so
my
you,
website.
a genuine user, you can do that.
Yeah.
Right? But then there are malicious intents. So somebody might just want to scrape your data
Okay.
in one go. Right?
Yeah.
You have spent a lot of time, effort, and energy.
Exactly.
So there are solutions that we have built to protect abuse of our data. So we detect that a particular usage pattern is not genuine usage pattern. So we block it.
Okay.
So if you are a small team, you can use abuse prevention. You just Google abuse prevention software.
Okay. Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question.
Yeah.
Sir, you said your major differentiator from other sites was the virtual reality thing that you built into the picture of people.
No, that was the differentiation that we brought about in 2015.
Yeah.
There were many differentiations.
So that was one of the, you just mentioned that one. So housing.com is doing the same, and they have pretty much the same model as yours. I mean, their offerings and the virtual reality part and other things are almost the same. So what is the one big differentiator from common flow?
So there can never be a differentiation which is permanent, except for the data and the user understanding that you are generating. So as a business, or in fact for digital companies, we have to continuously invest in innovation. We have to be 6 months ahead of the other guy in terms of innovation. So today we have 360 level to investing in artificial intelligence. So other competition might take 6 months to 1 year to reach that level. When they reach to our current level, we will be much ahead of them. So that's the only way as a digital business you can stay ahead of the competition, by focusing your energies on innovation. What we have done is we created a separate team. The mandate of the team is to think very, I would say moonshot or bold ideas. Thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Thank you, sir.
I just want to share a list of books if you guys are interested. So Lean Startups is a very good book. You guys should read. Lean Analytics is another book. And there is a book called Startup CEO and Hard Things About Hard Things. These are 4-5 books which will be helpful. for giving you guidance and gist for your startup. Thanks a lot.